15 top the standings, followed by Brazil with 13 and Peru with 10. Well, there is a new leader in the 2015 BHF Men's Hockey Sevens National League. YMCA have overtaken Combermere School Old Scholars after last night's game at the UWI AstroTurf. Going into the match, Old Scholars were first on 27 and YMCA third on 25, so the result puts the Y 1 point ahead. Meanwhile, in the Super League, Mass United Insurance Empire extended their lead with a win over All Stars. CBC's Mark Seal reports.
The way this game started, all bets were off because Empire slotted home 2 in quick time. First through Joel Bodkin in the 7th minute. Then 2 minutes later, Che Warner added another field goal. Basically, he was in the right place at the right time. However, all bets were back on just 2 more minutes later. Paul Gill brought All Stars into the game with this field goal from just inside the D. Then in the 14th minute, Gill got his brace, and in the process, equalized for All Stars, 2-2 at the half. But if it's one thing you learned from this experience is not to bet, cause here comes Empire again. Warner too helped himself to a double, netting in the 22nd after being chosen for this penalty shot. Then a minute later, Bodkin also completed a brace, making All-Stars keeper Andre Boyce miserable from this 2-on-1 advantage. He did hit a nice falling shot though. Lorando Davis joined the party late, but he enjoyed himself nonetheless. Here his head is down, and he wasn't going to pass this one up, boy. This shot was his. However, not only did All-Stars not get any closer, Empire would pull away even further. Warner scoring his 4th in the 42nd. Then Davis would have the honors of completing the demolition job. His brace made the final score, Empire 8, All-Stars 3. Game number 2 was virtually as one-sided as the first. YMCA opened with a 3-goal burst against Combermere School Old Scholars, and all 3 strikes came from Mario Moore. Here he spins away from the Old Scholars goalkeeper Theo Farley, settles and flicks it high to the top left. 3-0 after 15 minutes. Old Scholars responded before the interval with this penalty corner. Siobhan Goddard striking it from right at the top of the D. 3-1 at the half. Old Scholars scored again from another penalty corner here in the 39th. Peter Harris having to do some dribbling and some fancy stick work to earn the shot, cutting it to 4-2. Now, did you miss Moore for the last few seconds? Well, he's back. Running without the ball in the 41st, he would be rewarded with the pass to convert his beaver trick. Then finally in the 43rd, he added the 5th to his name. Coming on the weak side, Moore gets the shot just ahead of the sliding Farley, making the final score YMCA 6, Combermere School Old Scholars 2. Mark Seal, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks, Mark. Flo Deacon's men moved 9 points clear of the defending champions Chargers when the Goddard Enterprises Limited Division 1 Volleyball League second round began last night at the Wildy Gym. Deacons, who overtook Chargers at the end of round 1, moved further ahead by defeating Cormier. Meanwhile, in the other men's game, Foundation United got past Juniors in 4 sets. The women's matches saw Carlton stopping Brighton's Rockets once again, while Toners kept Club United in the cellar position. Ladies first, Toners in red versus Club United. Tiffany Smith swinging that right arm, produces an error from the club. Toners claim the first set, 25-15. Smith, like a sniper, goes down the line for the kill. Second set, the club hoping to turn things around. Mistake from Toners. Then Maya Eveling going cross court and earns the point. However, Toners were very comfortable in this one, taking the second and third sets, 25-19, 25-13. Second women's game, Rockets in blue up against Carlton. These two fought tooth and nail in the first. Rockets, though, drawing first blood, 26-24. Carlton would return the favor in the second, 25-16. Now in the third, things still going Carlton's way. Rockets, however, were still knocking at the door, off the block and out. But when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and Carlton not only won the third set 25-12, but the fourth as well, 25-19, to wrap up the victory. Men's action, Foundation United closest to the screen, playing juniors. Juniors with a hint of confusion. Foundation claimed the first set 25-16. Now this is the second. Akeem Mears has that 20-20 vision. That's a kill. Then Shamar Bishop wanted piece of the pie. Solid. But Foundation survived the onslaught to win the second set 25-21. Juniors denied Foundation the early victory in the third, taking it 28-26. Now in the fourth, back to the good times. And they would shut the door on the juniors. 25-17, victory to Foundation United. The final men's game, Cormier in blue and yellow versus Deacons. You've got to stay active in this one. And that goes for both teams. Dink, cross court, Deacons napping. But Deacons would overpower Cormier in the first, 25-19. Second set now, Cormier back with a vengeance. Acres of space to target. Deacons holding firm, showing some grit and muscle to win the second, 25-22. Well, that spilled over into the third as they defeat Cormier 3 straight, 25-19, 25-22, 25-23.
Well, the third and final day of the Barbados PCL trial game was washed out today. Play was scheduled to start at 9:30 this morning, but by 12:50 p.m. it was called off. And the third and final T20 cricket match between hosts India and South Africa in Kolkata was also cancelled earlier today due to inclement weather. This meant that South Africa took the 2-0 series win. And rain has also put paid to tonight's games in the GAIA T20 at Rice's. Both matches are off due to the inclement weather. And that's it for sports. The business report next.
Liquor is for me.